Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about the Chicago Street Circuit weekend for Cups and Xfinity. And I'm a bit surprised, especially on the Cup Series results, but at the same time, extremely happy. But before we get into that, let's first talk about next week's races, which are Atlanta and Mid-Ohio. And I'm pretty sure the Truck Series will be at Mid-Ohio. I think also including the Xfinity Series, while in the Cup Series, they will be in Atlanta. So let's first have a look now at the schedule, and also the ARCA Series will also be at Mid-Ohio. So practice for the ARCA Series that's at 1:45 p.m. and the qualifying that's at 3 p.m. There'll be no TV there. Practice zone and qualifying for the Truck Series. Practice will start at 4 p.m. while qualifying will start at 4:30 p.m. Both of them will be on FS1. And at 6 p.m. will be the ARCA Series race for the running of the Zinser Smart Code 150. That'll be on FS1, MRN, and Sirius XM if you are interested in watching that. Saturday, July 8th, and my apologies, the Xfinity Series will be actually at Atlanta, not Mid-Ohio. At 1:30 p.m. will be the Truck Series race for the running of the Auto Parts 150. Well, the O'Reilly Auto Parts 150 at Mid-Ohio. That'll be on FS1, MRN, and Sirius XM. And then qualifying for the Xfinity Series, that's at 4:05 p.m. Eastern Time. That'll be on USA and NBC Sports. Qualifying as well for the Cup Series, that's at 5:35 p.m. At Atlanta on USA, NBC Sports, PRN, and Sirius XM. Then at 8 p.m. will be the Xfinity Series race for the running of the Alsco Uniforms 250. That'll be on USA, NBC Sports, PRN, and Sirius XM. And on Sunday, July 9th, will be the Cup Series race for the running in of the Quick Estate 400, available at Walmart at Atlanta at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That'll be on USA, NBC Sports, PRN, and Sirius XM. So with that out of the way, let's now move over now to the Xfinity Series results. So the winner of the Chicago Street Circuit for the Xfinity Series was Cole Custer. And then we got John Hunter Nemechek, Justin Allgaier, Brent Moffitt, Austin Hill, Sammy Smith, Daniel Hamrick, Chandler Smith, Parker Kligman, and Kaz Grala ran out the top 10. Then we got Sheldon Creed, Preston Partis, Miguel Paludo, Carl Weatherman, and Alex Gannett ran out the top 15. This race was actually rain shortened, so that's why you actually see 25 laps, not the usual. I'm pretty sure it was like 75 laps, I'm pretty sure. Might be wrong about that. But it was a lot shortened race, and I would also want to say as well that I'm pretty sure during when it was delayed to Monday or Sunday, there was actually some illegal street racing on the course. So, you know, the police also had to track that down. I'm going to try and find some tweets about it if I can. But there was some illegal street racing on the Chicago Street Circuit. Apparently, they found some part of the track where they could enter the track. So they went there and they did some illegal street racing. So that was I guess that's something that we don't normally see in NASCAR or even in any sport really. That if we talk about like street racing, like supercar, F1, there's not normally illegal street racing. If we talk about street racing as a whole, which I find pretty funny. But obviously, I'm pretty sure the culprit was captured and has been taken down into police and stuff. So luckily, that probably won't happen. Reminds me of that time when some guy took the pace car in like Talladega. I'm pretty sure what was it, like 1980s? I'm pretty sure. Might be wrong about that. The other one I want to talk about is Justin Marks. Obviously, he was driving for College Racing, the number 10. He was basically in contention of winning the race, but he blew up very, very early on and spun out. Pretty unlucky there for Justin Marks. I think he definitely would be in contention of winning this race, since since I'm pretty sure he has won in a road course before in Mid-Ohio, with pretty sure it was Chip Ganassi Racing. So he has won in a road course before. I'm pretty sure he has ran a street course, but I might be wrong about that. But it's unlucky for Justin Marks. I think he would be out there as a contender to win the race, but obviously his day ended pretty early, sadly. So that sucks for him. But hopefully he'll be back in another road course, maybe before the Charlotte Roval. But we'll have to wait to see for that. Let's now have a look at the other finishes outside of the top 15, and there's also a lot of disqualifications as well that I just forgot to mention, but we'll have a look first at the other finishes outside of top 15. Another one I want to talk about as well as is Andrea Castro. Driving for Jesse Ritchie Motorsports, he had a massive wreck, I'm pretty sure, exiting, I think it might be around turn 4 maybe, I'm not really too sure, but anyone else was running other than Andre Castro and Justin Marks. Also want to say 5 drivers also failed to qualify. If we scroll down a bit, 5 drivers failed to qualify, that being Dexter Bean, Jeffrey Earnhardt, Joey Gates, Dawson Cram, and Dexter Stacy. So quite a lot of drivers failed to qualify, which is pretty sad, but at the same time, it makes it pretty interesting to see who is faster than who are actually able to make it into the race. So with that out of the way, let's now talk about the Cup Series results. Oceania rise up as Shane Van Gisbergen is now a NASCAR Cup Series winner. Holy shit. I was very happy when Shane Van Gisbergen crossed the line to take his first win at the Chicago Street Course. I'm pretty sure this is also the first time that a road course ringer won since Johnny Rutherford in 1973, I think, in Daytona. Might be wrong, but it's been that long since a road course ringer, a part-time road course ringer, and even, well, I should say, a road course ringer in his first start in NASCAR to take a win. So Shane Van Gisbergen, he wins, gets his first NASCAR Cup Series win. I hope to see him a lot more in NASCAR. I think it'll be phenomenal, but might be a bit of a loss to the Supercar Series. Then we got Justin Haley, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, Austin Cindric, Michael McDowell, Joey Logano, Ty Gibbs, and Chris Busch rounding out the top 10. Then we got Denny Hamlin, Eric Almirola, William Byron, Corey LaJoie, and Ryan Preece rounding out the top 15. Stuff that really happened. Well, firstly, I want to ask this question. Was the Chicago Street Course a good race for the Cup Series and maybe also for the Xfinity Series? For the Xfinity Series, it was a bit of mayhem since rain happened and legal street racing stuff happened and all that other stuff. But was it actually a good race for NASCAR itself and for the Cup Series? It is, I think, a resounding yes. It's not even because that Shane Van Gisbergen won. I think if Van Gisbergen didn't even win, I still think that this would have been a phenomenal race. I think it ticked every single box that NASCAR needed. I think it definitely drew a lot of attention, especially with Van Gisbergen winning this race. The street race was also really good as well. There wasn't a lot of carnage. Well, there was some carnage. There was a bit of a roadblock as well. I'm pretty sure turn 9, maybe turn 10. I'm not really too sure where it was, but there was a bit of a roadblock there. But other than that, it wasn't really anything else. I think all the cars ran very smoothly. Yeah, I mean, I generally think, I mean, there was also some good strategy as well, especially at the very end of the race. Some like cars did put on lap 42 because it was a caution. I'm pretty sure it was a full. I can't remember if it was a full right now. Whoops. But it was like a pretty late caution, and all the front running guys had to pit, and it was just strategy really. And then the roadblock happened, and a couple other cautions happened. Overtime also kicked in as well, thanks to Bob Wallace basically dumping. Well, not really dumping, but he just kind of lost control and hit Ricky Stenhouse Jr. I'm pretty sure in turn 1. So that was a bit of a scare for me, but either way, I think this race was really, really good, and I'm not really too sure if we're gonna see this race back on the schedule next year. We just have to wait until the schedule is released. But I'm pretty sure I heard some rumblings that the Montreal circuit, the Gilles Villeneuve circuit, might be coming back to NASCAR, maybe for next year, but we'll have to wait to see. But that'd be really cool if that's the case. But I think street racing, I think this paid off really, really well for NASCAR. I think they should be really proud about this. And the other one that we'll talk about is obviously Shane Van Gisbergen. Obviously, me from Australia, I knew that Van Gisbergen was going to be really competitive. I was not expecting him to not obliterate, but make it pretty, like, he was basically cutting over, like, he was just going past people very easily. Apparently as well, this is also the same car as what Suarez won in Sonoma last year. So we know how good that car is then. But still, first win for Project 91, first win for Shane Van Gisbergen, first New Zealander to even win it in the Cup Series as well. And in his first start, it's perfect. It's perfect for a storybook and even possibly maybe even a movie as well for Shane Van Gisbergen. And I expect there's going to be a lot of drivers knocking on Justin Marks' door to possibly run in Project 91. I did hear though that Justin Marks is not playing, hasn't played any more races up beyond this. I hope that more drivers have the opportunity to possibly race with Project 91. That being maybe even Brody Kostecki, maybe Daniel Ricciardo, maybe Colton Herta. I don't know, just any drivers really. Well, probably not Herta, but it's basically just any drivers, any international drivers who watch this. I think they're going to be calling out Justin Marks right now. If Shane Van Gisbergen can win in a NASCAR, then maybe anyone can, maybe. But I'm not really too sure. I'm really excited to see how this Project 91 goes, thanks to this win from Shane Van Gisbergen. Let's now have a look at the other finishes outside of the top 15. Pretty disappointed for AJ Allmendinger. I was expecting a bit more from him. Didn't do that much though. Jenson Button, he qualified really well in 8th place, but kind of struggled, I'll be honest, in this race. Andy Ladley as well, another road course ringer, he struggled quite a lot. While other ones, Harvick, he was part of the pile-up. Reddick, pretty sure he wrecked out late. He smashed himself into the time areas. Alex Bowman, he had an incident with Denny Hamlin. Austin Dillon, he was pushing really hard to catch up to Justin Haley for the lead, but Dillon, he hit the inside wall pretty on the front corner, and that basically broke his toe link and tied Dillon with a suspension issue. I'll be honest, I have no idea what happened to him. No idea. I don't think he was shown on TV. No idea. So, with that out of the way, let's now talk about the Xfinity Series standings. As for the standings now for the Xfinity Series, from now on I'll be talking about the playoffs, not the regular season standings. The playoffs is coming pretty soon. John Hunter Nemechek is in front. Then we got Austin Hill, Cole Custer, Justin Allgaier, Chandler Smith, Sammy Smith, and Jeff Burton. All of them do have points and are locked in via the wins. Then we got Josh Berry plus 81 above the cut line, Sheldon Creed plus 42, Sam Mayer plus 45. Daniel Hemrick plus 33, and Riley Herbst plus 26. The closest driver is currently Parker Kligerman minus 26 below the cut line. Obviously, we're going to Atlanta. It's going to be pretty unpredictable to see who wins that, but we'll find out. Let's now move now to the Cup Series standings. Well, since on the NASCAR website it hasn't been updated yet for the standings, I've decided just to use J-Ski just to make it a bit easier for me. So Mark Truex Jr., he's currently in the lead in the regular season standings, only 9 points in front of William Byron and 18 points in front of Ross Chastain. Then we've got Christopher Bell, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Kevin Harvick, Kyle Larson, Ryan Blaney, Joe Logano ran out the top 10. Then we got Chris Buescher, Tyler Reddick, Brad Keselowski, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Bubba Wallace, Ty Gibbs ran out the playoff picture. Then Daniel Suarez, Michael McDowell, AJ Allmendinger, and Alex Bowman ran out of the top 20. I'm pretty sure if we're talking about maybe playoffs, I think Suarez might be the last driver outside of the playoffs, so he'll be 17th. I'm pretty sure he'll be 6 points behind Ty Gibbs, who is in 16th place via playoffs. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how that works, but yeah, apologies that it's not actually on the NASCAR website. I'm sorry that I'm using J-Ski. I just can't wait any longer. So just a reminder that next week's race will be Atlanta for the Cup and Xfinity, and Mid-Ohio for the Truck Series and the ARCA Menard Series. So that's really about that for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys next time in the next one. Goodbye.